So this question says 14 learners who had no access to technology during lockdown attended the geometry training course spread over 12 Saturdays to make up for the work they missed during COVID-19. The learners wrote a COVID test at the end of the course, and one learner was absent for the test due to contracting the virus. The number of Saturdays attended and the mark as a percentage of each learners obtained for the test are shown in the table below. Okay, these are each of your 13 learners. So the first learner attended 12 Saturdays and had 96. This learner attended 11 Saturdays, had 91, and so on until the 13th learner here, which attended 6 Saturdays, had 59. The question wants us to calculate the correlation coefficient, right? To find the correlation coefficient, we need to use our calculator, okay? So let's bring up our calculator right now. So to get your correlation coefficient, we go to modes, we go to stats, then we go to A+Bx, that's 2. Then we just need to input these values, right? So we have 12. Okay, so these are all your 13 values. Now, after we do that, we press the AC button, we go to Shift, we press Start, then Regression. This is 5, okay? And we press 3. The correlation coefficient is represented as R, so I press R, which is 0.92. The correlation coefficient is 0.92. That would be your value for R. Okay. Now they ask to comment on the strength of the relationship between the variables. Because your correlation coefficient is positive, the first comment would be that it is positive. Also, because it is greater than 0.9, we can say that it's strong. And because it's very close to 1, we could also say it is linear correlation. Okay, so this is the strength on the relationship between the variable. It is positive, it is strong, it is a linear correlation. Okay, then C asks us to calculate the equation of the least square regression line. Now to find this, the equation of our least square regression line looks like this. Y is equals to A plus Bx. So we need to get what A is, and we also need to get what B is. We're also going to use our calculator. So let's go back to our calculator. Okay, so we press the AC button again, we go to Shift, we go to 1, we go to 5, and that's your A, that's your B. See, 1 is A, B is 2, so we substitute 1, there you go, 22.26. So this A is 22.26. Then for B, we do the same thing. We're gonna go back again for B, Shift, Start, Reg 2. So B is 5.898. So that's 5.898. So writing it properly, it is Y is equals to 22.26 plus 5.9x. Okay, so this would be your equation of your least square regression line. We go to D. D says the learner who was absent for the test attended the course on 8 Saturdays. Okay, predict the mark that this learner would have scored for the test. Now we just need to substitute 8 into this equation. So we have Y is equals to 22.26 plus 5.9. Then we substitute 8. Let's put this in our calculator. 22.26 plus 5.9, then we have 8. Now we have this answer as 69,46, which can just be approximated as 69%. Okay, that's it. Now 2 asks us to discuss how reliable this result is. We can say that the result is fairly reliable. Yeah, it is fairly reliable. And the reason why we say it is fairly reliable is because the data was interpolated. What that means is our value, which is 8, lies between our set of data points, right? Our data point for Saturdays was from 4 to 12, and what we're trying to get was 8. So since it falls within our set of data points, we can say that it is fairly reliable. If it is outside the data point, we'll say it is extrapolated, and that is not really reliable. Now, E says, once the sick learner was granted permission by his doctor, he came in during the next week to write the test. The class average changed to 71%, determined the mark that the learner attained. Okay, so we can say let X be the mark of the absent learner. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to first of all get what is the total marks for all 13 learners that we had, right? The total mark for all 13 learners, we're going to use our calculator. We can also use the same data point, right? We'll go to shift 1. Now we'll go to sum 3. Now we go to Y, which is 4, because that captures the data for the marks. That's 950. Now, if you add all the marks of the 13 learners, it gives you 950. Now, plus X over 14. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to get the mean. Now, to get my mean, I need to add the mark of all the 14 learners. Now this 950 is for the 13 learners that we already calculated, and this X is for our learner that was absent. Now we have to divide it by the total amount of learners now, which is 14, and it should be equals to 71, right? So cross multiplying, we can say that 950 plus X is equals to, so you say 914 times 71, which gives you 994. So therefore X is equals to 950, 44%. So the 14th learner should have an average of 44%. That's it.